Hi, everybody. Dan Illman, Mike Beard, taking a look at the co-feature at Oaklawn Park on Friday. Race number 5 is the Rainbow Miss Stakes. $100,000 is the purse. Before we get started with the analysis, I want to remind everybody, check out the new DRF Mobile Pass Performances. Experience DRF Classic PPs with true mobile interactive access anywhere, anytime on your phone. Access those full cards in seconds, and you get the exclusive lifetime buyer speed figure graph and more. DRF.com/MPPS. Here's the field for the $100,000 Rainbow Miss Stakes. Full field of state breds, Mike. We've got 8 in here, and it's a pretty competitive bunch. Proud Victoria, the 5-2 morning line favorite, however, looks like the one to beat.
Yeah, I think she does too. I mean, she's getting some, even though this is another state bred stakes race that she's entered in here, I just feel like she faced a much tougher field last time and gets a little class relief here.
Taking a look at the Timeform US Pace Projector. It could be contested, but not exactly hot. We've got 3 horses that could vie for the early lead. The 4, Lucky Every Day. The 5, Choctaw Charlie. And the 8, Sakani. Of those 3, I think Sakani is the speed of the speed, but this outside post gives Declan Cannon some options.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he doesn't have to center, but I expect her to be forward. I thought Choctaw Charlie, too, with Rosario taking over, would be right up there.
Number 1 in here is Hissy Missy, 20-1 on the morning line for Hissy Missy. This is a one-run closer who's cutting way back in distance, and I think there's a fear that maybe she could be outrun in the early portion of this race. She's been beaten by a few of these in the past, and listen, she hasn't run on fast going. Maybe that's all she's been waiting for, but she was no threat last time out with a ground-saving.
Yeah, we'll see if, maybe she does catch a fast track this time and, maybe it'll make some kind of difference. I thought she had to really improve, Dan, and as you sort of already pointed out, she just doesn't have any speed at all, breaking from the rail, cutting back. It feels like she's going to have a lot to do in the stretch of this race.
Thought the number 2, the Mary Rose, ran pretty well last time out, Mike. She was only beaten a nose as the only 3-year-old in that field of state-bred allowance horses. She battled it out on the lead while in between horses, and she looked like she was in deep water at the 16th pole, but she kept battling back, and boy, I don't know how she lost that bob. I thought she won it.
It looked like she did. I mean, I guess just the fact that the camera doesn't look like it's right on the finish line. So, maybe that just made it a little bit deceiving, but we have the replay here. You can see her dueling between horses, and she was in that position, all through the turn and the stretch. I thought she was very game, Dan, and you'll see when they get down to the wire here, she's going to fight back, and get ahead in front. It looks like she wins it. The camera, I guess, said otherwise. I still thought she ran okay in this race. She's a contender in here.
And we just took a look at her race last time out. Boy, that was a heartbreaking photo finish loss for the Mary Rose. Yeah. Julie Arkansas is up next, stepping up from a $16,000 maiden claiming victory. We're going to take a look at that race right now. She tracked a quick pace while saving ground. She eased to split horses on the turn, 3 wide, splitting into the stretch. She had to work hard to win it. Her buyers are light. This is a big step up in class.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't see her in this race. They're stepping her way up into a much tougher spot here. She hasn't run a race yet that makes her a contender in here. I mean, her connections just keep wheeling her back quickly. There are no layoffs for her. They just keep coming back in 2 or 3 weeks, and they do that again here. I think she's in over her head.
Number 4 is Lucky Every Day. Willing to give Lucky Every Day some excuses for her last 2 races. Too bad she pushed a pretty fast pace when beaten by Proud Victoria, who came from well off of the splits. And last time out from post 9, she was hung out 4 wide every step of the way, and she pretty much packed it in from the quarter mile to the wire. Her career debut was a competitive effort, a 61 buyer, and she can get close to the pace in here and might not have to go as fast.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the debut does suggest that she could be a contender in here. If I'm being honest, I didn't really love her debut. I don't want to knock her. It was only her first career start, and she did get it done in there, but I wasn't blown away by it. And, just the fact that she hasn't really improved off that race concerned me.
Let's take a look at Choctaw Charlie, the number 5's most recent race. Second race in a row in which this filly had the lead in the stretch, only to fall short. She's only been beaten a neck and a head in 2 lifetime starts, but again, she has had the lead in the stretch in both of those efforts. She does have tactical speed. She should be close to the pace. You got to like the fact Rosario picks up the mount, and she's all upside potential.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I mean, she can't get by this horse on the lead in this spot that we're watching right now, but she was pretty game all the way in there, and they sort of got away from the rest of that field. I know she hasn't won yet. I think she's run well in both of her starts. I think she's a player in this race, even though she's still a maiden.
6 is Proud Victoria, won her first 2 lifetime starts. Then last time out was the only 3-year-old in the Down the Dusty Road Stakes. That was a race that has already produced 3 next out winners, including one that returned with an 83 Beyer speed figure. I just didn't think she had a lot of pace in that race, Mike. She saved ground early, split horses 3 wide, and I thought she finished okay. One of the only horses in the race really making up meaningful ground. This barn has won this race the last 2 years.
Yeah, just in too tough last time, right? I mean, as you say, they're older horses. They were just better than she was. The winner of that race ran 78. Proud Victoria is just not capable of running a race like that at this stage of her career. But her first 2 starts were good. I mean, I don't know how she won second time out, Dan. That was a game late run that she made to get up. You know, I like each of her first 2 starts. I think she fits a lot better against this field, and I think she's actually going to be pretty tough in here.
Debut winner, the number 7, Get One More, steps up in distance. This is a horse, got to give her a little bit of credit. She won going 2 turns in her career debut over muddy going. She got a very fast pace, though, to run at. That field was strung out early. She found a good spot near the back of the pack. She did make a sustained 4 wide bid all the way around the turn into the stretch to get up. But again, turning back in distance, there is a little bit of a concern that she'll be outrun early.
Yeah, you have to wonder if she's going to be able to keep up with the pace of this race. But, you know, everything that you said about her debut is true. Yes, the pace was there, but she got bumped pretty good at the start, shuffled back, far back in that field. And after that, she just made this long run and carried it for a long way here. You see her dueling through the stretch here with Hissy Missy, and she's just better than that horse at the end, moving away. I thought she ran well in this start, Dan.
Sakani is the number 8, and Sakani blew away a field 2 starts back. 67 Beyer speed figure. That's the field's best Beyer ever. Last time out, I wonder, Mike, if she came back just a little bit too quick. She came back in less than 3 weeks' notice. She pushed the pace 3 wide and in between horses, and I don't know. I think that pace kind of fell apart. I'm willing to give her a mulligan for that race, even though she was 4 to 5. Again, as we said in the Open, she has a very comfortable outside post position. And if she can repeat that race from 2 starts back, she figures to be right there. And she should get the jump on a horse like Proud Victoria turning into the lane.
I heard maiden win. There's no way to deny she ran really well in there. That was off a 6-month layoff. She was pretty sharp in that race, though, won easily. She was very disappointing last time. I mean, I hear what you're saying. Maybe it was too quick back. I thought she was terrible in there. It makes me not want to bet her at a short price in this race, Dan, but I recognize that she could win.
Well, let's take a look at our top selections for the Rainbow Miss Stakes. Mike and I have the same exact in here. We like Proud Victoria, the 6. We're going to play her over Choctaw Charlie, the 5. Give Proud Victoria some pace, and she's got some punch. Like her dropping back in with straight 3-year-olds.
I agree. I just think this is a much easier spot, and I did like her first 2 career starts. Again, I just think she's going to be tough in here, and I know Choctaw Charlie's a maiden, Dan, but I think she's run well in both of her starts so far.
Mike's going 6, 5, 7, and 2. I'm going 6, 5, 2, and 8. It's the Rainbow Miss Stakes. It's race number 5 at Oaklawn Park on Friday, and it has an approximate post time of 3:06 Central. Good luck.